Well, it's been over 4 years now since Britain's Prince Harry launched the Invictus Games. The organisation has helped countless sick and wounded army veterans from all over the world achieve a uniquely special sporting dream. Now, this year, the foundation actually expanded into motorsport, with the Invictus Games racing team having just completed their first season in the British GT Championship. CNN's Amanda Davies spoke to one of their racing drivers at Silverstone earlier this year, former Marine Commander Steve McCulley, whose journey to get to this point is truly inspirational.
I've always been a petrol head ever since I was young. My dad was into cars, so I was into cars, but never thought I would get the opportunity to race, let alone at this level. So yeah, it's pretty incredible. My life took a very different trajectory when I left school. I actually joined the Marines and served for just over 17 years in the end, deployed all around the world, and it was on my second tour to Afghanistan in 2011 I was seriously injured by an improvised explosives device.
What happened?
The Taliban, they'd worked out that I was the commander, and they specifically targeted me with what's called a directional fragmentation charge, and so it kind of blew me into an irrigation ditch. Had severe injuries to my right arm. My chest was torn apart, my right leg. The lads on the ground did an amazing job keeping me alive, basically. I've lost about 40% lung functionality. I remember lying on the floor of the helicopter, and this guy knelt over me, and I just shouted, please put me to sleep. My last memories were of him saying, "This is going to hurt, but you'll be okay." And then he drilled straight into my chest, ketamine, and that was me knocked out. I ended up being in a coma for 3 weeks.
For somebody whose life had been from a very early age directed to a career in the armed forces, to have been so successful in the armed forces, how do you even begin to come to terms with what next?
So for me, it's been, I suppose, a kind of a 4 or 5 year process. Whilst I was in rehabilitation, I got introduced to a charity called Mission Motorsport, and their aim is to get injured guys and girls into the motorsport industry. And off the back of that, I then got selected for Invictus Games racing, and here I am.
We hear all too often about the problems that ex-forces people have when they come back and need to find something else in life.
It's given me an opportunity to be working in a team again. It's like being back in the military, because you deploy somewhere, you offload it, there's preparation, you do reconnaissance, and you have a good laugh together. And actually, that's what I've kind of missed out on since I was discharged from the forces. So I believe that actually, being part of something, being part of a team again, having a reason, going out and doing something is, a very good medicine in itself.
Quite extraordinary, inspiring story there.